Hi, everyone. I am Tommi Vincent, your host of In Her Words podcast. And today, joining us at the table, we have Sabrina Greenlee. She is the founder.
Yes.
She is the founder and president of S.M.O.O.O.T.H. Welcome to the In Her Words table, Sabrina, and I'm so glad that you're here today.
Well, thank you for having me, Miss Tommi. I appreciate it.
Now, you and I had the distinct pleasure of sharing space at the Unsung Heroes brunch, where we were able to celebrate all of the people that are on the front lines of really being anti-domestic violence, anti-sexual assault, and anti-human trafficking.
It was absolutely amazing to be a part of such a amazing event. And not only that, but we got to actually just pour into and celebrate these ladies of these nonprofit organizations. It was amazing.
Yes.
What did you think about it?
No, it was. Yeah. It was absolutely amazing. And, you know, it's this stage that we have, being able to have our voices on the platform with the NFL to share messaging that is so near and dear to both you and I.
Yes.
You know, at S.M.O.O.O.T.H, you are very intentional about making sure that you are doing your part, that you are running your leg of the race to ensure that you are providing resources and opportunity for people who are in abusive relationships. Can you talk about your work that you're doing there?
Oh, yes. We are a nonprofit organization. And just like you said, we're in the trenches, you know, with the ladies. And I think it's very important that, you know, they be heard and someone actually, you know, is in there with them. So what we do at S.M.O.O.T.H is we're a transitional nonprofit where we take the women that are coming out of shelters and agencies, and as they're transitioning into their own dwelling, we provide them with financial literacy, household goods. I recently just started a program called S.M.O.O.T.H Transition Initiative, where it's a six-month program where we take women and we actually go into the shelters and teach them etiquette and financial literacy, and not only that, but just show them, you know, little like makeup pictorials and things that they can put on to, you know, better look their appearance for interviews. It's very important that we actually just take all facets of a woman and what they're doing actually to go, and when they go out, just be prepared and be ready. So that's what we do at S.M.O.O.T.H. Yeah.
Now, your son is supporting everything that you're doing. He is not only proud of the work that you're doing, but he is a part of the work that you're doing. And
he has been a big part. Yes, absolutely.
And so there are a lot of men that are playing in the National Football League who start organizations and foundations, and the work that they're doing is personal. It's meaningful to them, and so it's easy for them to get behind it.
Yes.
Why would you say it's important for, when you're looking to do community work, to have a connection to it to be effective?
Well, I think with Deandre, you know, I wanted to start a nonprofit, not only for myself, but actually for the children of women that has been abused. And so what we did was we began to identify what that looks like. And that means that the children are survivors too. So it was very important that he team up with me, of course, and that we go out and let people know that not only am I a overcomer, but then the children are survivors of domestic violence as well. And so it's important, as we went out yesterday and let people know you have to collaborate, that it has to be a team effort. Like, you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And, you know, I'm really grateful that you and Deandre are not only intentional about the work, but you're committed to the work. Sometimes people will start things because it's the right thing to do, it's a good thing to do. But because it's just something we're doing, because it's the right thing, a good thing to do, the commitment dwindles in the process. And this is not something you're new to, it's something you're true to.
Yes. We have been doing this for 10 years now. And we sat down and we actually made a commitment to each other that we would be very transparent and that through our testimony and our story that there would be healing. And so we were really, really intentional about what we wanted to put out there, and which was everything, our lives, and allow other people to heal from my experiences, our journey. And so, yeah, we're definitely in it for the long haul. I chose domestic violence because it's near and dear to my heart. I've been in 3 domestic violence relationships, and I wouldn't change it. This is something that I will do for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm. What is something that you would like for our listeners to know about love?
Love does not hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Love is something that you cherish. Love is something that is near and dear to you when you wake up, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Love is something that you can smile to, something that brings you joy. And so when someone says they love you and you feel otherwise, that's a red flag. That's a sign that that's not love. And so, love is something that you feel from deep within to say, you know what? I want this feeling all the time. And if you don't feel that, then something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Now, yesterday you shared something. I thought it was so powerful. And you talked about the importance of being you. Like, it just really honoring and loving every aspect of who you are and showing up that way unapologetically. Can you talk about that?
That was a journey that I had to get on and do a lot of self-healing, a lot of self-reflection in order, and it wasn't always easy, but I was determined to have the confidence that I have now. And so that's something I had to work on because, through life had beat me down, and there was a lot of things that I had to overcome, and step by step I began to tackle them. And I think it's very important. You can't wake up and say I'm an overcomer or life is good. No, you have to work at it because you've been isolated, you've been abused, you've been controlled. And so take all of that in and understand that you have to put the work in. And so what I began to do is understand that I am so much better than what I was told. I am worthy. I am beautiful. And I began to speak those affirmations to myself and understand that I didn't need validation from anyone else to know that I am beautiful. And so, of course, the woman that I am now, I'm like, I know when I walk in a room, I belong there. No one can take that away from me because I put the work in.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now this segment of our conversation is I'm bringing her to the table with me. And it is your opportunity to give another woman her verbal flowers, for that you would not be where you are in your journey without her fingerprint on your life.
Oh, absolutely. I think that giving another woman her flowers, like someone had to give me my flowers and had to give me a flower crown. And so in order for me to give another woman her flower crown, just know that you are uniquely and beautifully made just how you are, and that every day that you wake up, be present in exactly who you are. And people will come in and try to alter that or change that or shift that, but don't be easily shifted, because just know that when you wake up, you are enough just how you are. And I had to realize that, of course, through a lot of trials and tribulations. But if I could say anything to a woman, when you wake up, just understand that just how you are is enough.
Mm-hmm. So I love how you gave your flowers to every woman out there.
Every woman out there.
And I really do appreciate that. So is there anything that we have not discussed in our conversation that you would like to share with our listening community?
I would like the listening community to know that S.M.O.O.O.T.H is actually doing a lot of things in the community. We have an upcoming event tomorrow here where we're going into a shelter, loving and pampering on 50 women. And you can go to our website, that's smooth.org with 3 O's, and go check us out. We're always doing amazing things, not only in the Arizona area, but in South Carolina and Texas as well.
Well, Sabrina, I am so grateful that you took time out of your schedule to come and stay a while and join me at the In Her Words table. And just know that you are welcome anytime.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Come on